Today I'm at the randomly picked place out of the 40-second walking highlights draw. This is a recommendation from someone I know personally called Martin, so thanks again Martin, and let's see what the plan of action is today. Today I'm in Chudleigh in Devon, and I'll be exploring a nearby area. I'll be starting around this area, going up the bridleway and then onto this road and then onto this footpath. I'm hoping we'll see some great views before we go into Howden Forest. We'll be going up all the way here and then turning round at the A380 and going all the way back on the path and the bridleway back to the car. So join me on my walk to see how I get on. Chudleigh has its origins in the Saxon period, and traces of its early history can still be seen in some of the town's place names today. Following the Norman conquest, Chudleigh grew in importance and was eventually granted a charter by King Edward II in 1309, allowing it to hold an annual fair. As the town expanded, it became a significant centre for wool production. However, in 1807 disaster struck when a devastating fire destroyed nearly 2/3 of the town. Chudleigh's location on the main coaching route between major cities had previously contributed to its growth and prosperity. The old pottery court is a little gem. It's worth checking out if you're coming this way. The Woolly Sheep Trail is Chudleigh Town Council commissioning a series of sheep-shaped plaques and planters, including one named Woolly, which were placed around the town to attract visitors and celebrate Chudleigh's historic links to the wool trade. And Sugar Plum Desserts has a real range of different sweet treats. Right folks, let's go. So we've got a lovely start to this one actually, with the kind of almost like a bridge, and let's see what this sign says. Public bridleway, and there we go. So we're going alongside this lovely cottage, and got this very nice stone wall with moss and a bit of, is it ivy? And if you look over here, nice view, and that other lovely thatched building down there, look at that. So we've just got to the road, so very short bridleway, and then turn left, and then we're going up this road here, and then that will take us onto the main path. Now I don't know how steep this hill is, but we're getting a bit of a build up at the moment. The road's sort of going up on a bit of a gradient at the moment, so we'll see, but hopefully we'll see some good views. So as you see from both sides, quite a bit of arable farmland. Now it is quite icy this week, and you can certainly feel that on your feet a little bit as you climb up here. There's a bit of ice remnants left, as the temperature is still quite low. So I was just looking out for it on the bend of this road. So we've got little steps there, which is handy. So let's go. What are we going to discover down, well, up here folks? So it already looks like this is going to be a bit of a climb. Yeah, so it's definitely picking up the gradient of this hill, but you can notice that you've got all the leaves and they're all sort of becoming like part of the ground more now, like it's get a bit muddy, doesn't it, when the leaves are sort of settled here for a bit. But I'm also probably going to have that compost that you will come across every so often. You can't see a great deal either side of the hedgerows here, but at some point I'm sure, like I say, we're going to see something, but the views will be getting better and better, won't they, the further we get up here. Just had a whiff of wild garlic then. So that's been a while, hasn't it, since we picked that up on a previous walk. If we just sort of climb up here a bit on the bank, you can see this view. Look at that. Lovely day today, as you can see, isn't it? Oh, look. Now that's a better shot for a view, isn't it? Seeing this. Yeah, brilliant. You can see all the way over there, around here. Ideal. You can hear the traffic noise, but again, it doesn't affect your viewing experience at all. Right, so we do have a left this way, so we're just going off that path. This carries on the footpath we want. So what's this? Oh yeah, a sign, no sort of mountain biking, cycling, that kind of thing. And you've got to keep your dogs on the line of the path, which is fair enough. So right, we'll just check footpath map and we'll crack on. So this is the route we need to take. As you can see, that's a lovely shot, isn't it? It really is. And that's of course why we've come here today, to see all this. Now I think what we'll be doing is I think that's a stile or something, and then we'll be probably going round this way and then up to Howden Forest. So we'll see what happens. And as you walk along here on the left, there is your view. There's a noise of a plane somewhere up at the top there. It looks like a small, or sounds like one of those small planes that's going for a bit of a jolly. We've had Storm Goretti very recently, so there's been a lot of wind, there's been a lot of rain in certain parts. So obviously my thoughts go out for Cornwall. I hope everyone's okay, by the way, because they've been hit a lot there, and other places of course. Right, this is quite deep, this mud, right? So we've just got to be careful here, because over there, that's a no-go area, that is. So, oh crikey. Yeah, all right, I've made it through, but it's just, you've just got to be mindful of these areas after like a storm. Right, this way is the way we need to go, I believe. There's a bit of a wind around here, but we're just about to head into the woodland, as you can see on the progress. Well, it's nice to see this certificate for improving the quality of the landscape, creating benefits for wildlife, providing access for people, growing timber in environmentally sound ways in Kilnfield Covert, Harcombe Estate, Devon. A little bit of more mud here and puddles. Right. Oh, that's stiff, isn't it? Oh, just careful with that. Just take your time opening that. It's just a little bit, as I say, bit stiff. Right, just make sure that's shut, and we'll crack on. We've got like a little crossing here, little stream. So yeah, plenty of signage. But yeah, that way I believe is a private path, so don't end up going that way. But yeah, here we go into the woods. and as you can see, quite dense. And we've got some holly bushes on the right. And you just don't know what you're going to come across when you are in the woods, because it's quite interesting, especially when you go around different bends and things. You've got the gentle water running off the bank on the right here, dealing with the previous storm. You've just got to watch underfoot at the moment, because it's a bit slidey at points, but of course, you know, you've got the twigs and things like that, so you just got to mind your footing a bit at this time of the year. But really quite easy going on this point. More signs, so you know you're definitely in the right direction. And that's got two posts there, just to make sure you are definitely going the right way. So I think that, yeah, we've got to go this way, not up there. Well, actually, you can go up there. There is it's a bit faded, but oh no, private footpath. Okay, cool. So yeah, we do have to go this way, which is kind of what I was expecting anyway. See, very impressed with the signage. That's going to get 2 thumbs up from me. And it's a varied walk, isn't it? Lots of different elements to it. Bit of field walking and climbing up a hill, woodland. So it's not just one kind of like terrain that you've got to get through, but this is a little bit, I've just put me boots in this, and it is a little bit not deep, but just be aware of the route you're going to take, because yeah, and there's a little bit more here as well, but don't let this put you off this walk. So yeah, just be careful of your wellies. Well, I mean, I've decided to wear my wellies today, which I haven't for a while, have I? I've been using the new walking boots that I've bought, and I think actually these wellies today are what I really needed, to be honest. But that's not to say that my Barg House wellies aren't suitable for this, because they are going to be, aren't they? You just wash them afterwards, clean them. Oh, we've got to just head, I think we've got to just go down this track a bit and then go back up again, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it's just a little bit of a change here, just there and then up, I think. When we were going through the gate there was a sign, of course, saying left, and there's your reassurance of the next arrow, and the good old public footpath sign again. And this area is looking quite pleasant, isn't it? You can hear the occasional birds. But yeah, the sun sort of shining all around here, isn't it? And that looks like there's going to be a bit of a climb now, but it doesn't look too steep, does it? Quite a lot of rhododendrons around here, so they'll be flowering, won't they, in May time? It's a real shot of this time of the year, isn't it? So almost feels like you've just reached a bit of a flat area around here, and you know, we're quite close to the Exeter racecourse, and there are some other lines, dotted lines, that go off the red main path potentially you could go on those. Depends if that's private land, but we'll have a look and see. Because if you stay on this path, it will soon come out at the A380. So yeah, if you can end up going on another path that comes off this path, you can just explore the area a bit more, can't you? I think this is another, yeah, private footpath. I'm glad that's all shown, because it just gives you that clarification of where you can't and can't go. God, look at all that fungi on that old tree trunk. God. So it says here that I'll be working here soon. Apologies for any inconvenience this may cause. But it's closed from September to November, so that's all done, isn't it? Yeah, loads of rhododendrons along here. And you can see the remnants of the old ferns from the last season. And this, you know, as you can imagine, in the warmer months, this will be a lot more green around here, won't it? I think this is the point where you'll get that clarification as to where you can actually walk and you can't walk. So, got to stick to the right paths. I think the footpath map was saying about there's a path that way. It didn't say it's a footpath, it just had a different kind of line, dotted line. But yeah, I think we're just gonna need to stick with this path going up here. So just continuing on. And see how dense that is for sure, isn't it? And a bit of work that's been done as well. And the sunshine doesn't get in here at all, really, does it? Sort of locked up at the top here. And around there. As you can see, the dogs absolutely love it here. So if you've got a dog, I think they'll enjoy it too. Of course, if there's cattle in the fields, then yeah, you need to leave your dogs on a lead. But today there wasn't any cattle, so it's been all good. But we are getting close to the A380, so I don't know what the situation is when you get to that road. So if your dogs are off the lead, it might just be worth putting them on the lead very soon, just in case it's just no gate or fence there, you know. So just taking those precautions, isn't it? Now I think the ending of this is, I think it's just going to be a path that ends right on the side of the A380. I might be wrong, but that's kind of what footpathmap.co.uk is suggesting, but we'll see. So I might be mistaken, but I think the path does go through here. Yeah, there you go. Literally go through here, minding this gorse because it's sharp and that. But yeah, doesn't look like many people have gone through here for a while, does it? Right, here we go then, folks. So I think if we can knock this down a bit with your boots and go through here, and it literally is just coming out on the road. And then we go over this stile, and oh, this is slippery, really slippery. Yeah, so got to be really careful of this. Can feel, right, just hold on, put my elbow on this post, and there you go, literally a few meters away of this road. Look at this, more gorse. Just push it out of the way a bit. Oh my goodness me, look at that. Wow. Go on. There you go. How about that? Right. I'm going to turn round and see what we see on our way back. Find a place to stop off now, really, for lunch. But there's no benches, which I wasn't expecting anyway. But it's just trying to find, like, maybe the driest log, or tree stump, or whatever you can get, really. I've got my little blue foldable bit of foam to sit on, but yeah, just having a look around here to see what there is. Right, I think we've found our spot. This will do, won't it? This tree stump. So yeah, I've got that little blue padding to open up, which really is brilliant, I must say. It's probably right at the bottom of the rucksack, isn't it? Where is it? Find it in a minute. Where is it? Come on. There it is, I got it. Okay, so just put it on the tree stump. Happy days. I've got some anti-back kind of spray to use in a minute on my hands. But yeah, what have we got in here? Obviously this is not all for me, by the way, but I have got the sandwich. Got a ham salad sandwich. Okay, I have got some Greek yogurt. We have got some grapes, and if I've got enough room, an orange. So yeah, plenty to get on with, yeah, I'll see you in a bit after I've finished. I was just looking online, and I'm not really seeing much evidence that this pub is actually open, and I think it has actually closed, like for good. So I looked on this website, and it said here that it closed on the 26th of October 2022 and became closed long term on the 26th of October 2022. Change of use applied for. So I really have got a horrible feeling that it's gone, but we'll see. I'm going to go down and just check to see if it is actually open. I mean, I tried calling the number on this website, and it says you've dialed an incorrect number, so it's not looking good, is it? And I've said before, this is happening to so many pubs, and it's a 13th century thatched property, like thatched in. So yeah. Anyway, I'll give you some shots as I'm going back, but we'll see what happens. Now it was time to find out if the Highwayman's Halt pub was open. The pub itself has its own little driveway, and the fencing outside really wasn't looking hopeful it was open. Well, the walk is complete and I did 6.23 kilometres in the end. So thanks again, Martin, for your suggestion. Glad that we were able to do it, especially at the start of the year. As you saw, I did quickly pop round to see if the pub was open, and yes, unfortunately it has actually permanently closed, so it's really sad that that's the case. I was just hoping that the information online wasn't true, but yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? In terms of the terrain, so there are parts where it's quite muddy. We've had Storm Goretti recently, so that's impacted the terrain. You know, when you start off, you're going to be, like after that bridleway path, you're going to be going up a bit of a hill. I mean, it doesn't go on for too long, but when you get to the top, you've got that wonderful view to look forward to. And then, of course, you know, a bit of uneven ground, a few stones and things like that, but I don't let this put you off, because it's not a long walk, so it's ideal for people that want to just have a shorter walk. You know, maybe take your dogs or your dog to have a run around, but as I say, keep them on the lead if there's cattle about. But yeah, it's ideal for that kind of thing. It's interesting how it's sort of just comes to an end on the A380, but I have no idea how you would end up walking from that side. You know, there's nowhere to park, is there, on that road, because it's just an A road. But yeah, it's just an ideal kind of walk for someone that wants a shorter walk. But just take care in those muddy patches. But it's all good. In terms of like seating, there isn't a lot of seating at all, so you would have to compromise there. So, like for example, today I ended up putting my blue mat down on a tree stump, so you're probably going to have to do some of that, or take one of your foldable like little camp stools with you. You know, they're quite handy. Just attach it to your rucksack. But yeah, just sort of touching back on the views. You do get those views, especially when you're walking along the fields. It's nice to see. It was worth getting up that hill. In terms of signal, no worries at all. I had signal all the way through Howden Forest, no issues at all. So you can keep an eye on all of that very easily on footpathmap.co.uk. But to be honest with you, leading into the signage was brilliant. It really was brilliant. Like letting you know where the private paths are and where you need to continue. So you can't get lost on this way. You really can't. It's very well signposted from the beginning to the end. Apart from the fact that, you know, the sign leading onto the A road was a bit worn out and there was a bit of gorse there. It didn't look like people had got that far on there. In terms of getting there, so you come off the A38 for the Chudleigh turn off. So you've just got to be a bit careful because you go down a hill and it suddenly comes out of out of nowhere. So just slow down as you're going down there, and you just drive off, off the A38. In terms of parking, so I was very lucky actually. Now there's not much parking at all, like next to the where you start on the bridleway. There's about 2 or 3 cars at the most parking. So if you can park there, brilliant. I will also include the what 3 words location, so you can use that to find where it is. But it's just off the road that I'm going to put on the screen for you, so you know where, that you're close, you know where you are, that you're close to that area of parking. But it's literally where this big, like it almost looks like an old bridge with little arches. It was quite cool because people that live up there use those little areas, the archways, for storing their stuff in. And yeah, Chudleigh, yeah, I popped round there a little bit to do a bit of filming, and it was fun just sort of like coming across all these sheep that you spot, pictures of models and pictures of sheep. So it'll be interesting to see how many you might spot if you pop in this way. An interesting place to visit is Pottery Court. So I also captured some of that. So if you're, like I say, you're popping in Chudleigh, it might be worth having a little wander around there because there's a cafe in there. So yeah, another suggestion there. But anyway, I've also just set up Buy Me a Coffee. So if you really do enjoy the content that I make, then if you check out Buy Me a Coffee, you can support me with future videos so I can keep bringing you good quality content, and that will also help me with funding different places that are on my sort of like ideas list. So I would really appreciate that if you, like I say, if you really enjoy my videos, just check out that link, and any contribution means a lot to me. Glad I can do this in the daylight as well, because last time we weren't, were we? It was pretty dark. But yeah, keep an eye out for the next walking highlights draw, folks, to see where we'll be going next. We could end up going, yeah, Cornwall, Dorset, Somerset. Only the hat of fate will tell us what's coming. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Take care and join me for another walking journey very soon. And it's bye-bye from me in Chudleigh.